professors when you're thinking about higher education, which is why we have our next speaker here. Our next speaker is Professor Wei Ming Dariotis. Wei Ming Dariotis is an assistant professor of Asian American Studies with an emphasis on Asian Americans of mixed heritage and Asian American literature, arts, culture, and composition. She was formerly the Vice Chair of Academic Senate and is currently the SFSU Chapter President of the California Faculty Association. Please welcome Professor Wei Ming Dariotis.
I'm happy to see so many of my former students here, and I hope maybe some of you will one day join me in my classes. But I'm here not primarily to speak as a teacher, but to speak to you about the need for real, free higher education. Do you want the future of California to be eviscerated, to be gutted? No. Yes, no.
Hell no.
Hopefully no. Okay. Do you want the future of higher education in California to be a future that you can plan for your own children?
Hell yeah.
Do you want your children to have a future? We need to make our voices heard here and in Sacramento. Let our legislators know that the future of the state of California depends on good funding for public higher education now. The CSU is the People's University. The People's University is not a private corporation. So if you want to get your message out, make sure that you put your notes on the back of one of these yellow flyers. You can also enter them online on the laptops that are available over by Jared, who's waving his hand. And tomorrow, on Valentine's Day, there's going to be a Twitter campaign. How many of you tweet? No tweeters in the house? Come on, you don't tweet. I tweet. If you tweet, please Twitter the hashtag support the CSU. If we can get enough people to tweet that and to retweet it, then maybe people in the California State Legislature will start to pay attention and realize that they should be putting funding towards the CSU instead of funding prisons. Just a few days ago, I had the opportunity to write a support statement for Project Rebound, which is a project that supports formerly incarcerated students on this campus. And every time I think about that organization, I think we are misspending the money of the state of California on prisons when we should be spending it on education. Instead of having people have no feeling of choice in their life, have no sense of a future in their lives, really being tracked towards prisons. Instead of that, if we had good public higher education in the state of California, if we had a real free public education for the real people of California, we would be having people in schools instead of prisons. Please join your faculty and your colleagues, as your student colleagues, the ASI. I really commend Andrew Gutierrez, Yesenia, and all the other folks at ASI for organizing this. It's really amazing that 23 CSU campus ASIs could come together and organize this campaign. It speaks to the power of student voices. When brought together, you have the loudest voice in this state. Make it heard now.